Hello, I'm Lee, and welcome back to our channel. I'm just joking. Welcome back to our channel. Of course, it's me. I'm Lee, and Lonnie's behind the camera. It's 2016, so Happy New Year. I know it's been a while since we've done a video, but we prepared something very special for you today, something that we hope you will be anxious to make, just like we were when we saw the recipe. They're called Filipino chicken adobo buffalo wings. You got your naked wings, and we also glazed some in the same glaze as the regular, but we also added red pepper flakes for a little spicy kick. And if you want to learn how to make these wings, go ahead and continue watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below on what you think about the video and what you would like to see on our channel, and also comment below with different recipes that you want us to try. It can be of any culture. We'll try it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to just be American food. It can be any food. We appreciate your likes and your comments, and we hope you stay tuned for the rest of the video. Thank you. Bye, YouTube. Okay, so we're going to start with the marination process here. As you can see, we have our bowl of chicken wings. But it's a 5-pound bag. You can get as many as you want depending on how many people you're cooking for. I've cut them into little drumettes and also into the wings with the tips, because Lonnie, my girlfriend, she likes the tips. So we save those for her. So that's what you have here. Then over here you have 1¼ cups of soy sauce. You have 1 cup of just regular distilled vinegar. You can usually use sugar cane vinegar. That's what Filipinos usually use when they're marinating the adobo, but that's all we had today. We have about a tablespoon of, I guess we want to say, grated ginger, 2 or 3 cloves of garlic, minced. We have 2 stalks of green onion, and about 1/4 of an onion, regular white. That's just your plain white onion. You can use whatever you want. And then you have 2 bay leaves, of course. So what we're going to do, oh, and of course, our salt and pepper. Look at our fancy salt and pepper shakers there, or grinders, I should say. All right, so what we're going to do first is we are going to pour the soy sauce over the chicken, and then the vinegar, and then I'm just going to toss in the green onions. And these are freshly grown from our own garden that we have here. You know, but if you don't have your own garden, of course, go ahead and go to the store and get some. I'm going to throw in the garlic, sprinkle that around generously. And we got the minced ginger as well. Sprinkle the white onions around, a couple of bay leaves, and you always want to put more pepper than salt, because of course the soy sauce is already, has salt in it, and you don't want to overpower your food with salt, unless you just like salt. But most people trying to watch their their blood level. So, and this is a new grinder, so it was very good right there. And just a little bit of salt, not too much. So then after that, I'm just going to get my hands in here, and I'm going to mix everything up. Get all those flavors in there. Make sure all the onions, the ginger, and everything is mixed up, so that it doesn't just hit some of the wings. So that's good. That's nice and mixed up. And make sure you have a bowl, hopefully with a lid. That way it holds in all the flavor. You don't let any other flavor escape. And there you go. And from there, we're gonna let, it's about 2 o'clock here. So we're gonna go ahead and let this marinate. I'm gonna start the cooking process around 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna let them marinate about 4 hours, maybe later than that, depending, but it should be nice and set and ready to go from there. All right, YouTube, we are back. It has been 6.5 hours of marinating the wings. I'm gonna go ahead and take the lid off. There you go. It already smells good, and it's not even cooked. So there's your adobo wings, already marinated. As you can see, they took on the color of the mixture we put in there. See the bay leaves, they've broken up a little bit in there, mixed up. What we're gonna do now is, as you can see, I've already started preheating the oven into 375. I have my pan here. I put some non-stick spray. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a few wings. I'm gonna start placing them here on the baking pan here. Now we're going to put these in the oven here, and we're going to cook them for about 10 to 12 minutes in the oven. And while we do that, the next part you'll see is us making the marinade, or I'm sorry, not the marinade, but the actual sauce that we're going to roll the wings around in once it's finished. Alright, so here we go. We got our 2 pans of wings. Like I said, we tried to put the majority of the drumettes here, and then we got the wings and the little tips here. So like I said, I've preheated my oven to 375. It's already ready to go. So we're only going to bake these, like I said earlier, from 10 to 12 for 10 to 12 minutes. I got a little tongue tie there, because we're also going to deep fry them once they're done, and after we make our sauce for the wings. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these and put them in our oven. There we go, stuck. Close it up. And so go ahead and set the timer up here. I'm gonna put it on 12 to be safe. Start the timer. And there we go. So in that time, we're gonna go over here. And we already have our setup here for our marinade. Alright, so here we go. We have our setup here. We're going to do our glaze. So in this cup here, or in this measuring cup, we have one teaspoon of olive oil. We have 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. We have 3/4 cups of white vinegar, and we have another cup of soy sauce. Okay, so that's what's combined in here. So other than that, so we have a mixture of salt and pepper here. That's about a tablespoonful that we're going to use for seasoning. We have a tablespoon of honey. We have about 2 tablespoons of ketchup. We have a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, another 1.5 tablespoons of garlic powder. We have our cornstarch here to use as a thickening agent. And we have 2 bay leaves as we're cooking the sauce. And we also have our crushed red pepper flakes, which we're going to add later. I'm only going to add it to 1/2 of the glaze because I do have my kids here and they don't eat that much spicy stuff, so we'll go ahead and put that in there and kind of separate it. Alright, so I have my pot here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine all the ingredients in here. Pour it in. I have my salt and pepper. I'm going to go ahead and drop my dried ingredients in here first. I'll get my bay leaves in there. Garlic powder. Let's see. My brown sugar. Oh, look at that clump just came out like that. Alright, then I'm going to use my little rubber spatula here. Add the honey. There you go. Wow. That is sticky. Okay. So got that. And I'm going to add my ketchup. Alright. So here's all of our ingredients. I'm going to take this and my cornstarch over to the stove. I've already got it heating up on about medium high. Whisk this around a bit, make sure you get all the ingredients mixed in here. And then we're going to start adding our cornstarch, like I said, to thicken it for the glaze. Once the glaze is done, we'll come right back and we'll show you what it looks like. Alright, as you can see here, we have our wings. They've come out of the oven. I made sure that I moved all the wings over here to this side so it won't be in a juice. Because of course, you know, water and oil doesn't mix. So we're going to go ahead and we got our fryer ready. I have it up to about 360 degrees. Just going to lift the basket here. Put a few wings in here at a time. We're gonna fry these for about 5 to 6 minutes each. So I'm gonna just put a few in there at a time. Put that, drop it down. Put the lid on it. I'm gonna drop those in there for about 5 to 6 minutes. Over here, while that's cooking, if you notice, we've finished our glaze. It's nice and thick. I'm going to actually transfer this to a bowl so that when the wings come out, we can put them directly into the glaze and coat them and set them aside. So I'm going to cook up all these wings, as you can see. And once those are done, we'll be right back and we'll show you what the finished product looks like. There are the boys.
Who tested the chicken?
All of us.
Hi.
How was it? How was it? Show your bone.
Hmm?
Show your chicken bone.
Well,
That is a taste tester. You liked it.
Ready?
All right, I am ready to go. All right, so we still have a little bit of wings still frying up there, about 6 of them. But there is your fried finished product right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit that there. Grab my tongs. Here's our glaze. I've added it to this bowl here, as you can see, nice and thick. So we're just gonna grab our wings. I'm gonna just toss them generously, if I can get that out, generously, in the sauce. Here's my platter I've set up. These are some fresh leaves of kale. There's one. Alright, so this is the last batch of